It's Christmas time and it's the season of giving. So, let's talk about the Tagalog equivalent of the English verb to give. Kumusta po kayo? Welcome back. Let's continue our journey in learning a beautiful language, Tagalog, the language of the Philippines. It's Christmas time in the Philippines, and as a Christian majority country, Christmas is a big deal in the Philippines. It is the most anticipated season in the calendar. Christmas is the season for giving, and it is a Filipino Christmas tradition to give gifts or presents during this season. So, in this video, we will discuss the root word bigay, which means give, and the verbs created from it equivalent to the English verb to give. But first things first, number one, if you are new to this channel, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification button so you'll be updated of new videos. Number two, if you think that I'm going too fast, you may pause the video and go back to the point you need to check back to. Alright? Number three, please be sure that you have seen 3 of my previous videos, episode 63, 64, and 65. Those are my introductory videos on how Tagalog word works and how verbs are formed. Check them out so that you will truly appreciate this current video. The links are in the description box down below. And number 4, there are 4 things you need to remember about Tagalog verbs. And if you have seen them already, you can skip this part and move on to the next timestamp. Alright? Always remember that in Tagalog, verbs start with root words. No root words, no verbs. Verbs are formed by combining a root word with affixes. There are many combinations producing several verbs from the same root word. Verbs are conjugated according to aspects and not tenses. Verbs behave according to focus system. For now, I will only tackle verbs under the actor focus and object focus. Actor-focused verbs emphasize the actor or the doer of the action, and object-focused verbs emphasize the object of the action. Please also remember that subjects for actor-focused verbs are generally group 1 personal pronouns, and subjects for object-focused verbs are generally group 2 personal pronouns. But there are exceptions to this rule. Tara, simulan na natin. The root word bigay is also a noun, which means a thing given by someone. Like, ang pera ay bigay ni nanay. The money is something given by mom. Combining the noun bigay with affixes, new words are created. Like, BIGAYAN, distribution, or place where things are distributed. PAGBIBIGAYAN, giving or the act of giving. The root word bigay is the first of 2 imperative forms that are used to command or to request. Bigay, give. This is considered rude and I wouldn't recommend for you to use it. There is a second and more neutral way to use this word in the imperative sense, and I will talk about that in a bit. By now, you must already know the drill in creating a verb. Just combine the root word bigay with any of the following affixes: mag, ma, e, and an. We now know that combining the root word bigay with different affixes will produce the most basic form of a verb, the infinitive form. Tagalog has several versions of the infinitive verb to give, from combining the root word bigay with different affixes. From this table, you will note that the placements of the affixes are represented by the yellow letters. The many versions of the verb to give in Tagalog are bumigay, to give in, to crumble, to collapse. This is strangely not directly connected with the other verbs on this table. It emphasizes on the giving in or collapsing of a thing. Magbigay, to give. This is an actor-focused verb, focusing on who is doing the action. The emphasis here is the act of giving as opposed to doing something else. Mamigay, to give away some things or to distribute some things. Notice the letter B in bigay changed to letter M. Mamigay. The emphasis here is the giving away of things in big quantities. This verb is not used to describe giving away a single quantity. It has to be multiple quantities. Ibigay, to give or to hand over something to someone. This is an object-focused verb, focusing on who the action of giving is for. It also has a strong emphasis on the thing that is being given. Bigyan, to give someone something. Also an object-focused verb. Notice the letter A in bigay is dropped. It also has a strong emphasis on the act of giving. The infinitive verbs double as the imperative verbs. They are the second part of the imperative form, which, unlike the first imperative bigay, is more neutral and can be made polite. Let's use these verbs in simple Tagalog imperative sentences. Bumigay ka na. Given. Bumigay na kayo. Given. Plural subject. Na is an adjective that means already and now. It is also an emphatic marker. It adds urgency to a sentence and we use it a lot in normal Tagalog conversations. Without na, a Tagalog sentence can become a bit bland. So remember that. Like most adjectives, na is placed after the pronoun if the adjective is in the first person singular. For other pronouns, it is placed before the adjective. Now, let's move on to the verbs that are closest to the equivalent of the English verb to give. I will start by comparing each verb in simple imperative sentences. Let us spot the differences between these verbs. Magbigay ka ng mga regalo. Give presents. The emphasis here is the command or request to the listener to perform the action of giving the gifts and not any other action. Mamigay ka ng mga regalo. Give away presents or distribute presents. The emphasis here is on the command or request to the listener to give away or distribute the presents. The objects or what are being given away are always in multiple quantities. Ibigay mo ang mga regalo. Give the presents. The object-focused nature of this verb is strong in this one. It emphasizes the object or what is to be given. It is the presents and nothing else. Bigyan mo ang mga bata. Give the children. Although this is an object-focused verb, it has a strong emphasis on the act of giving. It is to give to the children and not any other action or to anyone other than the children. Ayos ba? I hope the descriptions of the verbs are clear. Now, let's use them in more examples. Magbigay ka ng mga regalo. Give presents. Magbigay kayo ng mga regalo sa mga bata. Give presents to the children. Plural subject. Magbigay tayo ng donasyon. Let us give a donation. Remember, the emphasis here is the action of giving the gifts and not any other action. If you are liking this video so far, please click on the like button because that will help the YouTube algorithm recommend this channel to more people, thus helping this channel grow. Alright? Now, let's move on to the next verb. Mamigay ka ng mga regalo. Give away presents or distribute presents. Mamigay kayo ng mga regalo sa mga bata. Give away presents to the children or distribute presents to the children. Plural subject. Mamigay tayo ng mga regalo sa mga bata. Let us give away presents to the children or let us distribute presents to the children. Again, the emphasis is to give away or distribute some things. In this case, the presents. On to the next verb. Ibigay mo ang mga regalo. Give the presents. Ibigay mo ang mga regalo sa mga bata. Give the presents to the children. Ibigay natin ang mga regalo sa mga bata. Let us give presents to the children. This verb emphasizes the object or what is being given. It is the presents and nothing else. And to our last verb. Bigyan mo ang mga bata. Give the children. Bigyan ninyo ang mga bata ng mga regalo. Give the children the gifts. Plural subject. Bigyan natin ang mga bata ng mga regalo. Let us give the children gifts. Again, while this is an object-focused verb, it has a strong emphasis on the act of giving. It is to give to the children and not any other action to anyone other than the children. There's a lot more things to talk about the many verbs equivalent to the English verb to give. I will talk about that subject in the next video with more examples on the past, present, and future actions using the different aspects. I hope you catch that. That's it for now. I will see you again soon as we continue our journey in learning a beautiful language, Tagalog. From the land of the longest Christmas celebration, allow me to greet you maligayang Pasko at manigong bagong taon.